Gourd.
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 Gourd. I'm saying gourd.
No, listen to me. Gourd.
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 Right, gourd.
No. Gourd.
I'm saying what you're saying.
No, you're not. No.
For God's sake.
Gourd.
Hey there, and welcome once again to the Rural Juror Brewery Tour live.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Jay.
I'm Seth.
And it was well said, even though he forgot to say that.
Well, it's live.
Wow. You know what else is live? Pumpkins.
Pumpkins are alive right now. Although most of them are dead because they're being harvested.
Well, indeed. That's a little tragic.
It's
And
true.
speaking of tragic, we're not drinking beer yet, but today we are going to be drinking pumpkin beers part deux.
The duh.
The deux.
That's
And what are we starting with?
We are starting with the Muse Grey Ghost. So Muse is a Norfolk County brewery that we've featured a couple times, and this
Great
is this is their pumpkin ale. Now all of their beers share the same yeast, so it's that sort of that Belgian style, saison idea.
Love it.
Yes, and this is their brand new small batch pumpkin ale.
You know anything about Grey Ghosts?
No.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask. I mean, are they older ghosts? Are they ghosts who dress mostly in black, but sometimes really, really dark gray?
Maybe they were ghosts that were really stressed.
This is probably the way it works.
You know?
Imagine that. You're stressed and you go gray.
Yeah.
As
weird.
opposed to bald. Look at that color there. I mean, you can't see it. That's all right, though. This is a deep chestnut, a little hint of orange in it.
Mhm.
And look at my frothy head versus your non-existent one.
True. Yeah.
I will never complain about having some head.
No. Little murky.
Yep.
Cloudy.
Lots of bubbles. Look at all that
Yeah.
action in there.
There's a lot. That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cinnamon, nutmeg. A lot of nutmeg, actually.
Yeah, but I'm also getting a little hint of cream on that nose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Cheers. And I'm realizing it's a mistake to have the helmet coming out as I go to drink. And
See, that's why you have to go with the poop emoji.
I don't have to go with the poop
The
emoji.
poop emoji, see?
No, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
look like shit.
Thanks. I figured I would just make it, work.
I just
That's
figured
what
I'd get a
everyone
costume that was low key.
said. Oh.
Thanks.
Well, even Gord's puking.
I
Gourd.
see what you did there.
Oh,
Gourd?
Gourd.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It is. This is really tasty. This has not too much sweetness. The sweetness exists in a bit of a back of the tongue kind of creamy flavor, but the spice is right there up front, and it's not overpowering, but it's really complimentary.
I'm actually getting this more as a sour almost. A tart, sour, dry taste. I'm not getting much sweetness. I'm getting lots of the spice and lots of the pumpkin. But
yes, I think we'll agree that there's not a lot of sweetness there. If there is, it's literally just the most tip of my tongue.
Okay.
And then again, the creamy in the back there, and quite a bit of spice on the flavor. That's really nice.
It's a really nice beer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice work. Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate that I can't get out there very often because.
I know.
All right, let's set that one aside.
All right.
And I'll come back to it after a bit. I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna put it straight on the finish.
Right. No, with new bar top after the Reno edition. It's going on there.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you would think that.
I would.
That joke is finished.
Number 2.
Anderson.
Part the duh.
I love Anderson craft ales.
Absolutely.
Is it still craft ales? I think they make a lager now too.
Well, it says Anderson Craft Ale, so that's the name of the company.
Right, but they also make a lager.
Yes,
and they have an export lager.
I think they do.
Anyways, Anderson Craft Ales, great London brewery. I've always enjoyed their stuff, and even more important, I love that they don't come up with any goofy, silly beer names, even though I really appreciate those. For Anderson Craft Ales, what is their stout called? It's called a stout. What is their brown called? It's their brown.
It's brown. Yes.
Very literally minded.
Yes. Absolutely.
And their cans, so minimalist.
But so classic because you know exactly whose beer it is.
Exactly. Branding, buddy. Branding.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, this one's a little clearer than the other one. You can see through it, but it's certainly got a malty color to it and a very bubbly, foamy head on it. Again, I get a lot more head than you do.
Yeah. Well, I'm pouring you first, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
like you're right. This one's a lot more clear, a lot more multi color, but also obviously pumpkin color.
Still a lot of action inside that glass, though. Not as much as the last one, though.
No. No.
Bright scent, but not a lot of spice on the nose.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not a whole lot of scent that I'm getting.
Mm-hmm. But it's there. It's present, and it smells a little more lagery than the last one did, where the last one was very much spice and frothy and creamy.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's easy. That's an easy one.
Yeah. This one definitely has that pumpkin pie feel to it. For me, it's got that a little bit of that buttery kind of creaminess, or more bready, in fact. It's just, this is just a nice, easy drinking, crisp, refreshing ale.
For sure. It has a low presence of spice to it. It's still there, but it's not nearly as much as it would be. And 5% alcohol, sure. But it's a much more accessible one. Yes. Where the other one, not that the other one wasn't accessible, it was creamier but more aggressive with the flavors. This one's lighter in the flavors.
Yeah.
Lighter in the color, lighter in the flavors.
This one's a lot less spicy. The other one has a nice spicy flavor to it of the Muse. This one is a little bit more subtle.
And if you like the spice, and I do, then it's good. And if you like the spice, then you should watch the movie Dune. Like They Need My Help.
I think they do.
No.
I think they do.
That sucked. But that one you could pound back easily and not even notice.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
That's a really nice one.
Anderson always makes a good product. Mm-hmm. And I like that this seasonal one has come back a couple times now.
All right. I'm going to put these in order here. Oh. That way we know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Are you implying that we're going back to finish after we finish the live?
Would we ever do that?
I don't know what you're saying.
Enjoy responsibly.
Gord says we definitely would.
Gord says we would.
Oh, golly, look at this one. All right. Next we have Flying Monkeys Theater of Madness. Pumpkin Lager. Obviously not an ale in this case, but lots of spice in it. It says brewed with pumpkin and spices, and it says now playing a fresh pumpkin lager. Pureed pumpkin, co-starring cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, and staged with a creamy dollop of lactose.
Oh,
a lactose lager.
Interesting.
What's
the alcohol in this one?
6%, a little stronger. Flying Monkeys, of course, always featuring the fantastic artwork on the cans. We love the can art of the Flying Monkeys. Absolutely. And at a very great location, a lot of fun to visit if you're in the area.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to pour this one. Let's see if we can get you a little head.
Okay.
And that's enough snickering from the audience. All right.
Look at that.
Give you a little presence.
Nice, clear, very clear. A little bit darker than the Anderson.
I put a lot more head on mine. That might have been a little bit.
Yeah, that was.
Here you go, Bart.
Oh yeah.
He's drunk.
Oh my goodness.
All right. But yes, this is darker, but I'm not seeing any movement in the glass whatsoever. I'm seeing a bubbly head.
Very tight head.
And the head has a nice color to it, a little tinge of. Are you peeking?
I'm trying to see if there's peak. It looks so thick and foamy that it might peak, but it's not.
Well, if you peek from the head, it's understandable. A little bit. Maybe it's the technique.
Yeah. Your technique is off.
Anyways, this is a little darker color, but still really coppery and rich looking.
A good amount of spice. I would say a medium spice. If we had to spice them, it would be spiciest would be so far the Muse, then this one, and then the Anderson would be the lightest of spice on the nose.
And how nice is it that for a live where we typically only do one or two,
yeah,
we got a couple here tonight. There's been a lot of good pumpkin beers released lately, and I've had a few white girls in my life let me know about them. So.
Oh, like pumpkin spice?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
They were wearing Uggs, and they had on an infinity scarf, which I left at home this year. It wasn't mine. I borrowed it.
Yeah, sure.
So creamy.
That lactose. Wow.
And it gives it a rich sweetness on the tongue.
It really does.
Like surface of the tongue sweetness.
Wow.
It's not cloying, so it doesn't fill the whole mouth. It's just right up on the top there. It's really nice.
That's a really, really interesting beer.
Well, when it says lager on the can, your brain goes, easy drinking, was a baseball beer. Nope. This has presence and malt and flavor and spice and all of the nice things. Pumpkins and spice and all things nice.
Wow.
Wow. Well said, buddy.
Well, it's a nice balance of spice. It's that creaminess. of the lactose, it really changes the beer a lot.
It goes a long way towards giving that illusion of pumpkin pie when you've got that dollop of whipped cream on it, or more often you got that aerosolized spray of whipped cream on it. And
when you go,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you can't get it all.
And then it's just all over your mouth. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah. We have fun with those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God we're not filming that tonight. That gets embarrassing.
What kind of show do you think this is?
Oh, just the behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the what?
Exactly.
I see. But yeah, this is a really nice beer.
It is.
Here, why don't I not set this directly on the surface here?
If you want to not put it directly on my brand new bar, that would be awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's an overreaction too, buddy.
I know, but I just,
Yeah.
Since the Reno edition, there's been a lot of work.
There's been some work that's happened here, certainly.
Yeah.
Paint, too.
I know.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I know it's coming.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, as we wrap this up, I have a surprise for you, my friend.
So thanks for... Oh, we're not doing it.
That did not go over as well as I think you think it would have, but that's okay.
Oh, are we not doing...
I have
something else?
I have one more.
Oh.
And
I don't
you
have
may
another
not.
glass.
Well, I don't care. You may not know this, but this is literally the only bottle in existence of this beer. Curley Brewing Company here in London, who we featured a couple times. Way back on episode 1, we featured them. And
a bunch of them.
Once or other times after that, the West Coast IPA show.
Citra Blonde.
But for this one, I walked into Curley one day. Just walked in with the missus, going in for a pint. And the lady behind the counter is like, "Oh, are you here for the pumpkin beer?" And I looked at her and I said, "We are now." Turns out they had a very small batch of their pumpkin spice ale. They said they never make one, and here they are.
Wow.
And they made one. And so I said to them, "If you happen to have a bottle of that, I'd love to feature it on our pumpkin show." Yeah. Well, here we are. And they happen to have one bottle of it.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
That's amazing.
Love the people at Curley.
Yep. Wow.
Well, yeah, I walked in and this is what they had. This is a deep, dark color, slightly hazy to it.
Yep.
Some moderate action in the glass, but not a lot of head on top.
No, not very much, but that's okay.
Indeed.
Oh, rich brown sugar caramel smell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little bit of the spices. But
Nigel, who's the brewer, really nailed it.
Wow.
He did a great job with this one.
This one certainly does. It gets that brown sugar right in the nose. You can certainly get it.
Exactly.
That maltiness.
Oh, and a hint of just a touch of booziness, not quite bourbon, but closer to rum raisin ice cream.
Yeah, and it's not sweet on the taste.
No.
That's really... It's interesting. The smell is very sweet, very much brown sugar.
There's a lot of pumpkin.
Yes.
There's a lot of spice, and there's a hint of sweet on the smell, but you're not getting it on the tongue.
No, it's really nice and clean and dry. Wow.
Yeah. No, this is a very interesting and approachable, yet not overpowering in any way, kind of pumpkin spice ale.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, but I don't think they have any more.
Wow.
So when he does it again, and hopefully, Nigel, you do it again, because this is great.
This is a really nice one.
More people get to try it.
Thanks for doing this.
Wow. It's a great beer.
Mm.
Always love what they do out there.
Absolutely. Nice spot.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, let's wrap it up.
All right.
We got some trick-or-treating to do.
We do, yes. Thanks so much for watching the Rural Juror Brewery Tour.
Live. Well said.
Thank you.
I'm Jay.
I'm Seth.
Check us out next time when we try some more beers.
Make sure you like and subscribe below.
Make sure you ring his bell to get notifications.
Ring my poop bell.
Well, that just got gross.
That got
to
cool.
Get notifications when new episodes come up, usually on Fridays.
You bet.
All right.
Check out the beer blog.
Oh, we have a beer blog at ruraljurorbrewerytour.com/blog.
Yes.
Check it out. Weekly reviews, if not more often.
Absolutely. Buy us a beer.
That would be great, too.
That would be awesome.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. All right, well, that was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though. Well, I didn't really like it. Well, I thought it was pretty terrible. Have you not seen Muppet Show?
I'm just wondering how many voices are inside of you that you're letting out.
The Muppet Show, the two old guys where they're like, always complaining about everything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's their name? Like, I forget their names. Like
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Sure, whatever. Sure, that's it. Totally it. Yeah.
You turned it off.
It's
right?
Loki. Yeah, it's
you
off.
Turn off the stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the stream's off.
All right, let's have some more beer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, are we gonna like eat gourd tonight, or what are we doing?
I ate his family earlier today.
You
There's
ate his
some
family?
pumpkin soup there. It was really good, and it had some pumpkin croquettes.
Croquettes?
Yes.
Isn't that the game with like balls
you
and
hit
hammers?
them with hammers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you hit them with hammers. Okay.
The squash and you squash it.
Okay.